Hey guys, it's Gluten Jeff from ACG.com, and this is our final verdict on the Micromax A60. You might not have heard of the Micromax brand, but basically it's a very strong player in India in the budget segment. The A60 is basically their first Android phone. It runs Android 2.1, which I'll show you later. There's also a 3.2 megapixel camera, no autofocus though, fixed focus. One mono loudspeaker right there. There's a 3.5 mm jack, and there's also a port to connect to your computer right there, a USB port. And yeah, basically there's a resistive touchscreen, which isn't really working in our favor. I don't think Android was actually made for resistive touchscreen, but it's not too bad. It just takes a little getting used to, from what I've noticed. There's also all the panoramic, multiple home screens that you can see right there. And yeah, the phone is pretty responsive, like you can see right there. So it's not slow by any means. It's just that the touchscreen isn't that great. There's everything that you'd expect from Android, with the basic Android UI that you can see right there. Moving on, let me try and show you. What do I show you? Yeah, videos, for example. Videos have a slightly different look to them. Basically all you can do is just play a video. There's also limited file formats, for example, and there are no volume keys here, so it's a bit inconvenient because you can't increase the volume, decrease the volume right away. Let's see what else. The video recorder, there's a settings option. I can show you what the settings option looks like. A very basic Android settings option. You can see there's Wi-Fi, there's also GPS right there. Applications, access to the whole Android, whatever's compatible with Android 2.1 will basically work here. What else? Yeah, there we go. Oh. So yeah, it's running. There you go. It's the model number and Android 2.1 right there. Alright, so moving on, let me show you what the browser looks like. The browser is basically the default Android browser right there that you can see. You can scroll and zoom in. You can't pinch to zoom because there's a resistive touchscreen. It doesn't have multi-touch capabilities, but it does have basically all the features that you expect. There's also something I forgot to note is that there are these keys right here where this is the home screen, for example, where you can go home. You can also press and hold it to bring up the last 6 used applications. This is also the edit button, the action button, and this is to go back right there. They're all touch sensitive, for better or for worse. This apparently is the power key, as I learned after pressing it a couple times. But yeah, that's the power key. It also makes these strange sounds, something I'm not a fan of. I don't know what these strange sounds are and how do I get rid of them, but yeah. And this is the call key, which takes you immediately to the call log right there. So yeah, you can also browse using this key. You can go to the next thing, moving on, and select stuff just like that. So very cool, I guess. This is actually very convenient. This is something we liked, definitely. Okay, so yeah, like I was saying, there's an accelerometer built in, so you can move around right there, and it'll automatically adjust to different orientations. Of course, it's only in one direction, so it'll only work in that case. One thing, it's a bit annoying though to actually input text. If you can see right there, inputting text is very, very hard because there's not much screen real estate to work on, and putting something in, like if I were to type, oh my god, it's CJ, it takes really long because the good thing is that there are suggestions right there, so that helps eventually, I imagine, but it's still a little bit hard to input text. But there's also landscape mode right there, which makes it a little bit easier, but text input is not that great, especially with a resistive touchscreen. You won't be typing very fast at all. The camera, yeah, the camera is very basic. Like you can see right there, that's basically the camera UI. That's all that there is to this phone. You can take a picture or something just by pressing this button. It takes a picture. You'll notice though that the color changes a lot, so the picture quality isn't that great. For example, if I were to take a picture of that, so yeah, you see right there, the color just changed, and that was very strange. You can just tap right there to go see the picture, and then move around and stuff and see how they are. Takes a while to load though. from what I noticed. So yeah, that's basically the picture thing. You can also share or delete and go to a couple more options. So yeah, moving back to the camera application, actually, the video mode is also pretty basic. You have to just toggle that switch to go to video mode, and then you're in video mode where you can tap that just to record. It starts recording, and you can move it around, do whatever you want. Stop recording right there, and yeah, that's about it. So yeah, very basic functions from that point of view. But yeah, the fact of the matter is though that this has access to almost everything that you would want from an Android phone at a fraction of the price of the other Android phones. And I'm actually surprised that it's actually so cheap because you can do a lot of this stuff. The only things that I find annoying is that the resistive touchscreen is a bit annoying, a bit hard to do a couple things on, and text input is a bit hard. But apart from that, the size is very nice. So you can see right there. So yeah, I would actually recommend this phone if you're looking for a cheap Android phone. I don't think there's anything that can beat this. If you don't mind the screen and you don't mind the text input, this is pretty good. As always, you can check out the more detailed post on zomagod.cj.com. But if you have any questions or comments, do let us know in the comment section below.